Hello everyone, Joshua Myers here, and welcome back to my 31 Days of October review series. And if you're wondering, yes, I am not filming this in October. It's now November 1st. I kind of wasn't able to get all 31 days of October, so because of that, I'm actually doing some in November. And today I'm reviewing a movie I have not seen, that I just recently got done watching it for the first time, and that is the movie Get Out from 2017.
Wow, look at this. Mean family.
Don't come back all bougie.
Call me Dean and you're hungry, my man.
So how long has this been going on, this thing?
Something is weird. It's the people.
They treat us like family.
Chris, you gotta get out of there right now.
No.
You've been chosen.
Not today. Get out.
Get Out stars Daniel Kaluuya. Not sure if I pronounced that name right. If not, here's the text. His name should pop up. Allison Williams, Katherine Kinner, Bradley Whitford, Marcus Henderson, and is directed by Jordan Peele. The plot of Get Out is when a young man visits his girlfriend's family estate. He becomes ensnared in a more sinister, real reason for the invitation. And by the way, I kind of reworded the plot synopsis because it says when a young African-American man visits his white girlfriend. And honestly, I don't like using terms of race, honestly, because to me, everybody's equal. You know? Doesn't matter if you're white, African-American, doesn't matter if you're, Asian, Hispanic, whatever, we are all equal. And we're especially all equal on this channel. Don't be a dick in the comments saying I'm racist or whatever the fuck, because I ain't dealing with it. In fact, if there's any of those comments, I'll just remove those comments. So any negative comments like that will be removed from this channel. Now with all that out of the way, what did I like about the movie? Honestly, for me, there's a lot of things to like about it. For one, actually at first I thought it was going to be just basically a generic modern day horror film. And it really did seem like that. Had a lot of the cliches in it. But then all of a sudden it just twisted on its head. And I was not expecting that. And it was a real surprise. They kept on throwing twists and turns, and I was honestly invested in the story. I really was. I did want to see what was going to happen next. And that was very much of a surprise for me. I also do like a lot of the actors. The actors do a really good job, and a lot of these are unknown actors, which I do appreciate. Also, the tension is really good. The tension, the suspense, and just a sense of dread and atmosphere is all really good. I dug the hell out of that. Also, the characters are pretty good too. I talked about the acting. The characters themselves are pretty good. And again, it's just like with the movie, I thought at first they were just going to be typical, generic horror characters, some of which will be cannon fodder. But no. Didn't happen. And I end up really getting to like the main character, Chris. Actually, I really dug that character. And I also did like his, sidekick character in Marcus. He was really funny too, so. And it's like, I did like how weird this movie got. It was like very trippy. It's like you didn't know what was real at times. You don't know what certain events were happening when, or if they were happening at all. And I did like the twist with this movie. There is a twist that eventually ends up explaining what was really going on. And I dug the hell out of that. Also, the music's pretty good. And just, honestly, I love the hell out of this movie. Although I do have some issues. Also, another thing I liked about this movie is the cinematography. The cinematography was amazing, actually. And the mood and atmosphere, lighting, just everything about that was good. Oh, and another thing I like about this movie is the pacing. The pacing is really good. It's not too fast a pace. It's not too slow either. I think it's a really good balance of pacing. What did I not like about this movie? Honestly, for me, again, for me, First of all, there's jump scares in this. And, for me, jump scares is a cheap trick to basically scare the audience. And I think the movie could have been so much better without the jump scares. And the jump scare stings with the music. It could have been much better without that. I feel like it didn't need that. Also, for me, I didn't really care for the political angle this movie was taking itself in. And I will say it was more subtle than I thought it was going to be. But there were certain points where it was just too much in your face about it. And I felt like the movie didn't really need to have that. In fact, after watching it all the way through, I feel like it didn't need that. In fact, if it didn't have that in there, I think the movie could have been so much better. Like, it was already really good. But I feel like the movie could have been even better without the political angle. I felt like it was just completely unnecessary. Another thing I didn't like is, like, certain stuff, like, at the beginning, like, this was kind of ridiculous. Like, they were driving to the estate, and there was a deer that hit the car, but the funny thing is, they shot it, like, had it done in such a weird way, to where it looked like the deer literally flown to the front of the car to be hit, and then flown away. I was like, did that deer literally just fly to in front of the car? Like, that was kind of ridiculous. Like, kind of took out any potential realism this movie could have. But, I digress. Also, for me, another thing I don't like is that, honestly, the opening was kind of predictable. Like, the opening shot, like, I saw coming a mile away, wasn't shocking or anything. So, but honestly, that's it for negatives. I only have a few gripes about the movie. Other than that, damn good. I was not expecting that. But that said, I'm going to give Get Out a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's close to being a perfect movie. And the one thing I do like about this is that it is original. Like, I seriously, while watching the movie, was like, is there ever a film that I really thought of that was similar to this? And none came to mind. Especially with all the interesting concepts and ideas they threw into this. And what they do with those ideas. Is it perfect? No. I feel like for me, if it took the political angle and maybe did something different with that deer hitting the car thing, it would have been, and just remove the jump scares, it would have been perfect. It would have been a perfect movie for me. But because of all that, that's why I have my rating as is. It's still a really good rating. Like, it's near perfect. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. And next time, just please get the fuck out of that house.